Hi everyone, Christina here. Today I want to show you some of my favorite gift giving picks for 2015. I'm going to cover some crafting items, some brush lettering items, a little bit of nail polish and beauty thrown in. These are just some of my suggestions for things that I love that I've purchased over the last year or so that I really wanted to recommend to all of you. So make sure you check out all of the following items. There are links down in the video description below, or you can catch them over at my blog at kwarnerdesign.com. There's a link to my blog as well. So here we go. Let's see the list. The first picks I have for you are my favorite things for watercoloring. So if you are first starting out with watercoloring or you've loved it for years and just want to try out some new products, these are my picks. The first thing is this folding brush stand from cheapjoes.com. It's actually a folder. It folds out and then you can prop it up and put it on your desktop. Along with that, I would recommend the Silver Black Velvet watercolor brushes. I've been really loving these. I've had them for a few months, and all of the sizes are fantastic, but I'll link my favorites down below. You'll need some watercolor paper, so I've been really impressed with Arches Cold Press watercolor paper recently. I like that it's in a pad, so I can just tear out one sheet and trim it down to the size that I would like, either for a card or a small painting. You'll also need a hardboard or something to put your watercolor paper down onto so that it stays flat while you're painting. So I really like this hardboard because it's very inexpensive. You can get it at simonsaystamp.com or at dickblick.com or many art stores. I use 3M painter's tape to tape down my watercolors to that hardboard. This is a low tack tape, so it's perfect for painting projects. It's not going to tear your paper when you lift it up. And then as far as watercolor paints go, I've been really loving these tube watercolor paints from Winsor & Newton. This is the Artist line, so they're a little bit more highly pigmented, and you really get the bang for your buck. Even though these are really tiny bits of paint, like little tiny tubes, they last a super long time. You just squeeze them into a palette, just a tiny bit, enough to get going, and then you're set for a long time. Speaking of palettes, this is one really small palette that I've loved for travel or for just keeping on my craft desk. I found this one on Amazon. It's super inexpensive. I love that it has that little fold out piece so that I can lift that up. I can hold it in my hand with my thumb going through that and then start painting. This is a little bit of a larger palette. There's a small version of this one as well. I really like this one because the wells are pretty deep and you can put quite a bit of color in. I only put a very small amount of color in. That's all you really need to get started. But I did want to include this as a recommended gift as well. So now I'm going to move on to some kind of stationery or just paper picks. These are all items that you can purchase at papersource.com or if you have a local paper source near you. My first pick are the A2 envelopes. These envelopes have a nice V-shaped flap and they come in a variety of colors, more muted colors, bright colors, and some neutrals, including that craft shade right there. Wanted to mention that the vellum envelopes do have a square flap. They don't have the V-shaped flap, but I love them for sending special cards in the mail. It's really fun to have your card design kind of peeking out of the envelope for a little bit of a preview before they open the card. So now I'm going to show you these cute Post-it notes. These are from Little Bee. I found them at Paper Source, but there are some other places online that sell them. They're still in the package because I'm going to be giving them as a gift, but I thought they were super cute. And then I have these customized notebooks. Now, don't tell anyone. These are actual notebooks that are going to be given to some of my friends this year for Christmas. But these are kind of fun because you can customize if it's lined paper, blank paper, grid paper. You have a bunch of options for the inside of these notebooks, and then you choose what is written on the front. So I chose to put their names, and you can do whatever you want. If you want, you can have it be a quote. It could be the year if they want it to use it as a journal. There's a lot of different options, but I really loved those. For all of you brush lettering or calligraphy enthusiasts, or if you just want to get into the craft and you want to recommend some gifts for your loved ones to give to you, I would really recommend the Tombow set of markers. This is the Big Mama set, every single color that they have, but they're fantastic markers. They're wonderful for brush lettering. And if you're just starting out with brush lettering, these are the markers that I would recommend. I find them the most forgiving, and they have a great brush tip on them for all of your brush lettering. You can buy these as a big set or in smaller packs, or sometimes even individually as well. The next item I want to show you is the Finetec Pearl Colors palette. This is the metallic palette, and I love the gold shades in this and also that pearl at the very end. This color right here is my favorite gold. I use that all the time. Even if you're not a lettering enthusiast, you could use that palette on your cards just to add a little bit of shimmer or shine onto the design. Wanted to mention that I really love to practice my calligraphy and brush lettering on a Rhodia dot pad. This dot pad has a fun dot pattern. It's not like lines, it's just dots. So it's a little bit more kind of fades into the background after you've added your calligraphy on top. I like to practice in this. It has a really smooth surface, so if you're using a pointed pen or any sort of writing utensil that's a little bit scratchy, it will work beautifully on the dot pad because of the slick surface of the paper. So I wanted to show you one more kind of tech item that fits in with this lettering or even just drawing or art in general. This is a light pad. Now, this is sort of like those big light boxes from years and years ago, except this is a super thin pad and it just plugs in by USB and it's LED lit. So it's going to be a little bit softer on your eyes and it's fantastically bright. I like to put down maybe some calligraphy that I'm working on, put another piece of paper on top, and then I can kind of move things around on the paper. This would also be really great if you wanted to stamp an image and then put some watercolor paper over the top and trace it onto the watercolor paper with pencil. So these are my kind of nail polish and beauty picks. I'm going to start it with two brands of nail polish that I'm really loving. They're not the cheapest, so that's why I'm telling you to ask them for gifts. To ask your loved ones to give these to you as a gift. So I really love the Rouge color from Dior. It was one of my very first Dior polishes that I ever bought. And I also wanted to recommend Long Walks from ILNP, or I Love Nail Polish. It's a nice neutral shade, has a little bit of shimmer in it, so it's a little more fun than just a neutral shade. But both of these polishes have fantastic formulations. I would highly, highly recommend them. Along those same lines, I wanted to recommend to you guys a way to store your nail polishes. I've recently converted all of my nail polish over to color clutches, and they are these fun boxes with foam cutouts to slide all of your nail polishes inside. And then you can store the box of polishes on a bookshelf or just have them displayed really, really pretty. It's a great way to store your polishes. They also have a smaller box that has 8 slots, and the inside has a zippered pouch for you to store any of your nail care items. I have this one at home right now, so I'm using my favorite base and top coats over on the side, but this is actually meant for travel. It's a soft-sided case, so it's perfect to slip inside your suitcase. Along those same beauty lines, I wanted to recommend this that I've been using over the last year. I've really loved it. This is the InStyler. I think it comes in 2 sizes. This is the larger size. I've really enjoyed this over the last year. It's great for travel because you can get sort of like a smooth, straight look to your hair, but you can also curl it if you want. So it's really nice. For those of you who are a little bit curling iron challenge, this is a great product because it's sort of like a straightener and a curling iron in one. It's been really, really fun. I wanted to mention the Uber Chic Beauty Matte. This is the Uber Matte. It's fantastic. It's nice and flexible. It's kind of like the silicone material. It has 5 nails on one side and then 5 along the top. And the ones on the side are rounded nails and the ones on the top are square. This is a kind of a non-stick surface that you can use to protect your table while you're painting your nails. It saves your table from nail polish removal or even if you spill some nail polish. And it's also great for creating your own nail decals. So you'll want to look into this for some additional inspiration on how to use your Uber Matte. It's fantastic. Before you guys go, I also wanted to mention that I have some additional picks that I wasn't able to film. They are items for your home, as well as tech gadgets, and for those who love travel. Those are listed over at my blog, so please head over there to check out my picks for that. I'm really enthusiastic about those categories, and I hope you guys are too. So have a very Merry Christmas and happy shopping, and I will see you in the next video.